Hello and welcome to this channel, Create with Leah. My name is Leah and today I would like to talk about the foundation of starting any business. And the foundation is, first of all, self-love. That's the most important thing in business, you know that? And nobody tells you about this. Self-love is actually the one thing that makes us successful. For example, if you wake up in the morning and you hate yourself because, I don't know, you say, why my eyes are black, not green? And I don't like my eyes, I don't like my hair, I don't like my nose, I don't like my body, why I'm not slim enough, why I'm not this and that. So you start with self-talk. I mean, we are talking with ourselves every time, every second, every minute, every day. And that's self-talk is actually our self-love. Whatever we say to ourselves, that happens, you know? So if you don't love yourself and first thing in the morning you see yourself in the mirror and you tell yourself lots of bullshit, then you're gonna start hating everything else around you. You will hate your colleagues, you will hate your job, you will hate your life, you will hate your partner, you will hate everything. And in that environment, your stress hormones kick up and then, you will start living in a survival mode. Maybe you've heard this from Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, but this is something that happened to me. I hated everything about myself and I've been wearing green contact lenses for almost 5 years, and so many times I found in myself something I don't like. But then I thought, that's not changing my life. Why do I do that to myself? Why don't I find lots of good things about myself and then start changing my life? I didn't come to this conclusion straight away. I had to read so many books and I had to get a coach to come to this conclusion. But the conclusion is, you have to feel that you are great. You are the greatest person in your life. You are the greatest person in your environment, in your universe. In the past I used to think that we have one universe for everybody. Yes, we have a united field, but most of the time we have a universe around ourselves. So we have a universe, our individual universe that serves us. So when you start changing the opinion about yourself, your universe will start changing. So with that kind of positive environment, it's easier to start business. It's easier to make money. It's easier to find a life partner. It's easier for you to live a life, a happier life, because you love yourself. That's the most important thing in this life, self-love. At the same time, in your business, in any business. The second most important thing is the law of attraction. I know it's popular nowadays, everyone is talking about law of attraction, but I would like to explain to you what exactly it is, law of attraction, from my point of view. You can agree with it or disagree, but I just want to share my opinion today. Now, when it comes to law of attraction, I would like to show you one little example. For example, let's take this scissor. These scissors, this is just a metal, right? It doesn't have any force, anything around it. It's just a matter, and it doesn't have any attraction to anything, and it can easily fall if we drop it. But, for example, imagine this is a magnet. This is not just a metal, it's a magnet. The magnet has around it some kind of environment, some force that forces all the metallic stuff to, quickly stick with it. So basically, we need to remember that we are actually a magnet. We are not a metal, we are not a matter, we are not just an important thing. We are very important because we have an environment, some kind of aura around us. We are not just a matter, we are we have aura around us. So basically, when we live in this materialistic world, we most of the time forget that everything that we don't see actually is there, it exists, it has a weight, even if we don't see it. So, for example, we don't see the air, but we breathe with that air. We don't see Wi-Fi, but we use internet with the Wi-Fi. We don't see our soul, but when we die, our body becomes less for 21 grams, right? So then why do we try to change matter with matter? For example, for this matter to come from point A to point B, it's gonna take forever because it needs to have some kind of forces to force it to point B. But for a magnet to come from point A to point B is it happens in a matter of seconds because it has an environment, a universe around it, some kind of force that easily attracts lots of things to that magnet. So that means that if we try to change matter with matter, it's gonna be so difficult. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's gonna be so difficult. But if we try to change matter with energy, it's gonna be a faster journey and a more happier journey. I've heard this from Joe Dispenza, so if you follow Joe Dispenza, he can talk about it in a more broad prospect. So how this helped me, how the understanding of law of attraction helped me in my life and in my business. Basically, once when I was trying to change matter with matter, I bumped into a YouTube channel from one girl who was living in Russia because I speak Russian. She says she wanted to move to Germany, but the problem is she didn't have 7,000 euro that you need to show to embassy if you want to apply for a visa. You need to show that you have covered your accommodation expenses for, a couple of months, 6 months. So she basically needed matter to change matter. She needed money to change her environment. But because she didn't have a matter, what she did is she decided to change matter with energy. So basically, she started running around her house like morning jogging and saying affirmations. She started saying that I have 7,000 euro in my bank account right now. I have 7,000 euro in my bank account right now. So she decided to do it 30 days. So basically, 30 days she will do this act. And she was hoping that by that time she will get the money. So it's funny, right? When I heard this for the first time, it was so strange because I was very materialistic person that was always trying to change matter with matter, and it was so funny for me to hear this. But you know what? On the day 27, she received that money. It's not important where the money come from. The source is not important. The most important thing is she got the money in her account in day 27 and then she applied for her visa and now she is living in Germany. So when I heard this for the first time, I thought, okay, let me try that. And I started also walking around my house, in the seaside. I was doing like 10,000 steps every morning and I was saying that I want to double my income. I want to double my income. I wanted to do this for at least 21 days because they say if you do the same act for 21 days, it's going to become a habit. So I wanted it to become a habit, and it's a healthy habit. You are actually doing good to yourself, to your body, and you are, breathing the fresh air. And at the same time, you're saying your affirmations, and then you are also loving yourself, because self-talk will change if you start loving yourself and telling yourself beautiful stuff every morning. So every morning I've been doing 10,000 steps, and I've been practicing this law of attraction and saying that I have doubled my income this month. You have to say it in the past tense like it happened, because this is the rule. And you know what? I figured out. Basically, we have an internal intellect in us, and that internal intellect when you tell that intellect something in the past tense, it believes that it happened, and it will start doing everything to make it happen. And you know what? It happened. By end of the month, I doubled my income. Then next month, I said the same thing and I doubled that income. So it's like till now it continues. I'm doubling income every month. So, I mean, that's law of attraction. That's what you do if you decide to change matter with energy. Not matter with matter, matter with energy. Okay, next. Final point I'm going to talk about today is the IQ and EQ of money. I've been listening to Ken Honda, a Japanese author, talking about money EQ, and he said that most of the people believe in money in IQ point of view. What is IQ? IQ is when you think analytically. So you believe that, okay, you have money, you have to manage it, you have to save it, you have to invest it, and you have to, this is all IQ part of the money. But also money has EQ part, EQ point. It's like in humans, we have not only the analytical mind, but we also have emotions, right? So that's the emotional part of money. Money is actually an energy. Lots of people invested their energy into money, so it became very powerful energetic source. So money obviously will have the EQ part as well. So Ken Honda said once when he was in a party, some lady came to him and asked him to give his wallet. And he was like suspicious, and he thought, okay, fine, what do you want from my wallet? And he gave the wallet. It was a private party, everyone knew each other. It wasn't like some random person. So she took his wallet, and she took out all the money, looked at them, and then she said, do you know, Mr. Ken, your money is smiling. That means you are doing something great, that, you are making lots of people happy. That's why your money has a positive energy in it. And then he was like, wow, till now, he is a guru of money, and he was like, till now, I've never heard such thing. I knew everything, I thought I knew everything about money, but I've never heard that money can be happy. So then he discovered that money can actually be unhappy if you're doing an unhappy job. For example, if you hate your job, the money you receive is not gonna be happy. Or if you steal the money from someone, if you do something that makes other person or other party unhappy, and that money is not going to be happy. But if you love your job, if you love what you do, if you love the process, then money is, as a result, will come to you as a happy being, as a happy energy. So you can also feel it in spending. The money that you received, which came from unhappy source, when you spend it, you will not be happy either. So when you spend the unhappy money, it's not going to bring you any joy and happiness. Instead, you will be, unhappy. You will lose it, or you will feel fear and anger every time you spend. But when you get the happy money, then when you spend that happy money, you will feel like empowered, you will feel like it's an investment. Like, for example, this dress is an investment. It's not just a dress, it's something that I bought with happiness in my heart, right? That's the happy money and happy spending part. For example, I have an Etsy shop. And if you check out my Etsy shop, you will notice that I have plenty of 5-star reviews. And I think in one of the shops, I have more than 400 5-star reviews. What does it mean? It means that every day when I wake up with a 5-star review message. So somebody, and most of my 5 stars are not just one sentence. It's mainly like huge text saying like, oh my God, it's unbelievable. I found this shop and I love the work you do, Leah, and things like that. Why? Because every time when I create a product, I create from love. I love what I do, and I normally when I create products, I create for myself. I say to myself, if I was the customer, how would I feel to buy this product? And I give lots of extra stuff, some stuff that I don't even advertise in the sales page. People just find it as a surprise. So, and I also try to improve and update all my products, because that's what I would like to receive when I buy something from other people. So basically, I create my products with love because I love myself. That's the foundation. The foundation of everything is to feel that you are important, you are great. And if you feel that, you will pass that love to everything around you, to your products when you create digital products, to your partner, to your colleagues, to your friends, to your family, to everyone around you. So that's something I wanted to share today, and I hope it was useful. If so, please leave a comment below, smash the like button and subscribe for more. Have a wonderful week, and bye bye.